Hey guys, welcome to a STI wing install on a WRX. The simple way, so no drilling holes, just using the 4 existing mounts. But before I start the video, if you do this and your wing flies off, I'm not responsible. What you're going to need is STI wing. Got it from a buddy for a good price. You're going to need WD-40 and Plastidip. Oh well, you probably won't, but I will. Because I have a Plastidip trunk and I need to refinish the wing. And you're only going to need 4 of these little hardwares. The wind had to decide to be crazy on the day I'm filming, but this is what you get. This is your T-bolt, sliding T-bolt. You can buy these from the Subaru dealership, but none of them are open around me, so making do. I suggest putting a rubber washer here so it doesn't mess up your paint, and then get a nut. It goes on the end. I think these are 6mm, 6x1, yeah, just 6x1 metric. And this is what holds it onto your car. You're also going to need 2-sided tape of some sort. I'm going with the clear Gorilla Glue. First step, let's clean off this wing. Alright, if your wing bottom isn't clean, scrub that thing and get all the existing adhesive like this off, because that's where your double-sided tape is going to go. These are your 4 positions you want to do the stock WRX wing. You want here, here, and these 2. You want a hardware in those 4 holes because those are your existing spots on your trunk. I'm pretty sure it's gonna rain. Anyway, so if you want to use your existing holes, now my trunk has been Plastidip, so I'm gonna have to get some of that up. Now to get your adhesive, you're gonna wanna take the Plastidip off the trunk. If you lay your wing down and don't clean it first, I don't recommend this, but this is what I do. It leaves an outline here in the trunk of where and how it's gonna sit. Now this is definitely the simple way of doing it, not the safest. If this will not seat properly, if you get a blunt object and kind of tap it into place, it cooperates. Not recommending doing this. This is just the simple way to get it on. Alright, now you're going to want to make sure that your 4 screws punch through the 4 existing holes in the bumper. Now, like butter. Yeah, I think it's gonna rain, so I'm gonna mount the wing to the car and then spray it afterwards. If you don't have Plastidip on your trunk, may have a harder time with this because those screws will scratch up your paint, but since I have the Plastidip, it just kind of leaves a line in it like that. Another good thing to do is pop your trunk and see if it has enough torsion, since I'm not using the STI torsion bar, to lift. Fortunately, mine does. Trying to speed things up because of the rain. You're gonna want to continue to get all this adhesive off, like so. If you're careful, unlike me, and you use heat and a screwdriver, you probably can get it to come off in one piece, like that. Then you're going to want to take alcohol and clean the surface. Also, while you have the wing off, get your rubber washers and put them here, so the next time you seat the wing can be the last time. Now is a good time to fit your rubber washers and nut. I can tell you the exact specifications. They are 1/4 by 28 fine threaded. So you're gonna want to sit your thing here to protect your paint or your plastic. Since we're using nylon wash nuts. Since we're using nylon lock nuts, it's a good time to pre-thread them. so they go on easier during the install. Also, I would recommend using them because since you're only using 4 bolts, it kind of makes things safer. Now we're going to see how well WD-40 does against Plastidip. If you get an old card or some cardboard, you can kind of scratch off the Plastidip and help the WD-40 along. Since I've recoated this trunk multiple times, this is going to be more of a process than I wanted. Look at that Plastidip. Look at this. This is all Plastidip. WD-40 and a credit card. Alright, now you don't want to melt it all with WD-40 because some of this stuff will peel right off. It's officially raining, but this is the progress so far. Wings is sitting on the trunk, but the Plastidip and residue is off. Also, to get the long bolts that go through the trunk, you're going to need a deep 7/16. Now, I've moved it inside. We're going to clean off the wing, flip it over, get the old adhesive off, and start laying the Gorilla mounting tape. When you're laying your adhesive, you want to leave these slots open because this is for water to slide out. Also, there'll be a gap when you finally mount it to your car. There'll be a gap that you'll see. You don't want to cover that up completely. Alright, so next step is to start laying tape. You'll need 2 rolls of Gorilla tape if you get this one, the 1" by 60". In order to get all the surfaces of the wing, it's going to require 2 rolls of this Gorilla tape. Alright, I have put the tape on all surfaces except for these 2 divots right here. I'm going to leave those exposed. Hopefully water runs through there. Alright, you gotta wipe off the trunk. Now, your install probably won't be in the rain, so this step won't be necessary.
Your shit looks like me down there.
Now, I'm gonna be peeling the tape and trying to lay this thing flat on the hood and not mess it up. The reason why you want this long socket right here, let me take you off the tripod, is these bolts right here. So you need something that's deep enough that can sit the bolt, the nut, let me say, all the way in, because the first, I don't know, inch of this doesn't even have threads, and my normal socket won't do it. Now I have the trunk cleaned off. Where I was peeling the wing stuff, adhesive off, was by a hornet's nest, which was not fun. Fortunately, I did not get stung. Now I'm going to lay the wing and hope and cross my fingers that it all lines up right first time. I'd suggest getting your first 2 pegs in. I'd apply pressure what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start bolting it legitimately onto the car. Tighten the bolts in a crisscross pattern. So I'm gonna do top right, bottom left, top right, bottom left, bottom right, top left. And then hopefully it'll be seated. Also, do not over tighten because these bolts have a bad habit of breaking on you. And you're done. That's it for the install portion of the video. I do understand that you wouldn't have to do nearly as much work as I did because of the plasti dip, but this should take you, without the plasti dip, I wouldn't say even more than 30 minutes to do. Alright, well, it's on. I'm gonna wait for things to dry out and then spray a couple coats. But that's it for the install. I'll close the video out by some clips of me spraying plasti dip. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. I know that it's probably not the right way to install a wing, but it's how I'm doing it. It's an easier way if you don't want to punch a lot of holes through your WRX trunk. Also, if you just ignore all the bits where I'm doing plasti dip related stuff, that's really the how-to, and it's not really that bad. Thanks for watching, and from me to you, have a good day and have fun watching me try to spray some plasti dip on my car. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for hopefully weekly content, mainly car related, but I think my next video will be film stuff.